Hey there.
Please.
Oh, thanks. Hey there, District 958 football fans. Tonight, Plano and Plano West battle it out in an offensive showdown. Wiley wins again. Lake Highlands and Berkner battle for the top spot in the district, and Allen gets a surprise victory. Well, that might as well be what happened in opposite world, because I don't understand this district anymore. Tell me what happened tonight. I was at the games, I still don't understand.
Which game do you want to start with? I was at only one, but I heard about every other one, and they were outrageous.
Tell me about your game, because your game is the one that broke my understanding of this district.
Plano East, one of the teams we thought was the top team in the district, one of the teams we thought could very well win the state championship, suffered their second straight loss in a 39-36 loss to Wiley, who is now tied for what place?
They're tied for third, and I am absolutely astonished. They're tied for third with Plano East in the district.
But we've been saying all along, they're the dark horse in this district, and they pulled the upset over the big dog East.
Okay, dark horse. I didn't think that meant they would beat who I thought was the best team in the district and then surge into the number 3 spot. I thought maybe they'd get the number 4 spot. The more important thing, though, is 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks.
2.
That's 2. Plano East was ranked 11th in the state. They were 6-0. Now they're 6-2, and they could very well miss the playoffs.
Yeah, it's very possible because their last 2 opponents, Plano and Allen. Allen's undefeated. Plano only has 1 loss, and Plano East isn't looking like one of the top teams right now. If they lose these 2 games,
they'll be 3-4, and they're not going to make it. Do you know Plano East has made it to the playoffs 10 years in a row?
That's a good streak there.
You know, Coach Ringo kept telling me we need that 4th win to get into the playoffs, and I was like, yeah, you'll be fine. And now, I mean, he really looks like he knows what he's talking about. That's what makes the big money.
It is.
Plus his hair.
Yeah, and who wouldn't want hair like that?
It's Jimmy Johnson.
I'm telling you, he should have been the Cowboys' next coach, but that's another story.
Anyways, can we get back to a small bit of normalcy? Allen throttled Richardson, although they only won by 28 points, and I predicted 56. So.
Did they actually let Richardson score?
Twice!
Hold on. We're talking about Allen, though, right? Allen seems to let people score on him, kind of like we do with our editor, Rick.
Again, every time I think you're going somewhere else.
I gotta go there with that.
Good, because this video is rated PG.
And G. But also, we get a little bit of normalcy with Plano East, or Plano and Plano West, because Plano and Plano West have 2 great defenses. What happened in that game, Kevin?
Your eyes look really red.
Is it my eyes look red, or that my eyebrows are bushy?
Have we even talked about the fact that, look, I fixed the clock.
I like the clock.
It's a couple minutes till 2 o'clock. I'm not going to call any names out, and that was Kenny's cue to get the clock, but he missed it. I'm not going to call any names out, but I'm not hanging out in the bar writing on my blog, okay? I'm doing this for the people. You know who I'm talking about.
Are you talking about my friend?
No.
Okay.
You don't want to get sued again. Remember
I'm not going to get sued.
Okay. We're out here doing the video. Let's get back to it. Plano beat Plano West 14-9. Top 2 teams in the district in terms of defense, and they showed why. The defenses, they bent a little, but when it came down to inside the red zone, they did not give up scores. There was a missed field goal, a blocked field goal, all kinds of defensive stands. It was a tremendous game, but again... You
just used Prince's favorite word, tremendous. I like it.
I used that when I was talking to Burkhead. I said it was a tremendous effort. Plano West loses a close game to a top-tier opponent. I couldn't stress this enough in the preview video. South Garland, lose by 7. Plano East, lose by 7. Allen, lose by 3. Plano, lose by 5. These teams have a combined record of, it's like 28-4. That's ridiculously impressive, but guess what? They still lost all the games. Now Plano West is 4-4. They have to beat Wiley and Berkner, which... that looks like a daunting task, especially against the Pirates, if they want to make the playoffs. Lose either one of those games, Wiley is going to be going to the playoffs, and Plano West is going to be sitting at home. Plano West is right there, but you know what? At some point, you got to win one of these games.
And something we didn't talk about was 2 of the top 1 district game winning teams in Lake Highlands and Berkner.
Showdown.
They got it on this weekend, and Lake Highlands came out on top. We've been trying to give them the credit. Scott Smith over there.
Can I point something out about Lake Highlands? They're the opposite end of the spectrum of Plano East, okay? Would you imagine this? 2 weeks ago, Plano East is 6-0, Lake Highlands is 0-6. Now, Plano East 6-2, Lake Highlands 2-6. Lake Highlands could make the playoffs, and East may miss it. Lake Highlands they got to beat Allen. That's going to be the challenge. But they also have Richardson. That's a win. All right, so if Lake Highlands beats Allen and Allen defeats Plano East and Plano defeats Plano East, guess what? 0-6 Lake Highlands moves into the playoffs. 6-0 Plano East moves to their couch in their mom's basement because they're not doing anything. That's I don't understand this district.
And whenever we talk about these teams, we put everything solely on the coaching staff.
Am I supposed to throw someone under the bus there?
No. I think that's it for the night. It's almost 2 o'clock, Kevin. It's time to go.
All right. Do we need to give our new name now?
What is our new name? Do you want to write it anywhere? You threw
I
the
threw
marker.
All right. For Corey Majors, I think he's going to throw that marker back at me.
That's a highlighter and useless.
For Corey Majors, I'm Kevin Hagelin. That's why I write, because I can't catch. This has been the K&C Masterpiece. We'll see you next week.